Welcome to the mixing room.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Trent.
And, if you're watching us on video, you may see that I am wearing a tracksuit and Trent is wearing a Coach Beard t-shirt. We're both unintentionally
Let's go, baby.
Unintentionally representing Ted Lasso today. You've seen the whole show now, right, Trent?
Several times.
Several times.
If I had to give a rec, TV rec, my rec of the decade would be Ted Lasso.
It's just it's a feel-good show. He's been taking me, we got through season 1. We got to watch season 2, man.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we really do. I've got so many people on it right now. It's kind of hard to keep track.
Sparrow, he's probably listening. He's on it.
My new roommate and longtime friend Reed is on it.
Shout out Reed.
Several of these, I didn't necessarily put all these people on, but I'm like trying to watch it with all of them.
Sarah and Sabrina too, right?
Yeah, our friend Liz Moss. Check out her music.
Yeah, she's got great stuff out there.
But so many people love Ted Lasso, and as do we. Go watch it.
Yeah, and it's just a feel-good show. I mean, my vibes are always lifted. And in fact, today's episode of Mixing Room, y'all, the vibes were so lifted in beautiful, chaotic ways that we set a new record today. We are going to give you the best, 30 minutes to almost an hour maybe.
Yeah, it might have to be an hour. Who knows? We smashed our recording time record by a lot.
I think we passed the 2-hour mark as far as tapings. Usually we run about an hour or so, and then we cut it down to like 45. We get some of the fluff out, and you guys end up getting to hear a vast majority of what we talk about at this table. But today's episode was beautiful chaos. But again, vibes absolutely through the roof. And we're so excited to be bringing you this episode with today's guest. Her latest single, Aphrodite, is available to stream on all platforms. Folks, check out our conversation with Kikko Mai.
Alrighty, Kikko Mai, welcome to the mixing room.
Hey!
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you for helping me find parking. Thank you for moving your car. Mm-hmm. That was a life-saving moment.
Mm-hmm. At least we do our best.
Yeah.
We do our best.
Yeah.
So I want to go back to kind of the beginning and talk about a little bit of your early influences and your upbringing and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so tell us what it was like starting your music career back in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, yeah. So I've born and raised in Columbus, Ohio. I think my first musical influences were like pop girls, like Lady Gaga and Avril Lavigne. My parents owned bars and restaurants, and then as a kid, it's just back when you had to buy everything at Apple Music for like $1.25. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, but you couldn't stream. So then we had one family iPad that was also with my parents' Apple ID account, and that had all the music from the bars. So I have that's the music I grew up on, was the music that was playing in the clubs. So I love pop music, but I was very limited, So I knew Telephone by Lady Gaga and Edge of Glory, but there's some songs I never heard for years until I was on the internet like a regular person. Yeah. But yeah, I grew up Catholic. That was also, I guess, my first music exposure because of church. Mm-hmm. And when I was younger, I wanted to be a church singer so bad. I never was, because I realized you could do that in a different way. Yeah. I just wanted to sing in front of crowds, but I'd never end up doing the church thing. But I was in Catholic school until 8th grade.
There's something to be said about that though, because I was an altar boy.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
And was I an altar boy because I was the best little Catholic kid? No, you're on a stage.
Yeah, it's so fun. I did all the
kind of doing the thing a little bit, and same thing with wanting to sing in church. There's this kind of visual.
Literally, I loved performing. Or did you guys ever do the Passion Play? You ever do that? You did that? Are you Catholic too?
Wait, what? Stations of the Cross type thing?
For the Passion Play?
Yeah, Jesus with the cross. Okay,
yes, so I was the narrator in that.
Okay, I bet you were. Guess who? I was Mary, Apostle number 7, and the Rooster. Okay, because my class was 32 children, okay? And yeah, I was this life is for me. I need to be on the stage. So I was 3 parts because that's just me.
Dude, did yours have music?
Yes.
The songs in ours, I still remember the songs in ours. One of them is an 80s power ballad, except it's cast as a church thing. It's a church song. It's a church song, but I could hear it. I could hear the Aerosmith version in my head. If such a thing existed.
Go.
No, I'm not Steven Tyler. I can't like pitch it. But I mean, like, it was like a ballad that like started in D, and it like had like kind of this like.
Of course, you know that.
Yeah. No, because then it modulated up to E.
Oh wow.
And it was like it had this like big
this is
swell.
so cool.
It was it's called How Beautiful. Like, how beautiful the hands that served the wine and the bread and the sons of the earth. But it like builds. It's like, how beautiful. And I could hear drums and like, there was never any of that, but I could hear it.
Oh my God.
Are we going to get like copyright struck? Do you think that's like public domain?
How many words did you say?
I was worshiping. It's fine.
It was like, were you there when they crucified the Lord? Like,
I heard that one. That wasn't ours, but I've heard that one.
Yeah, it's like, and then you like go through the whole thing, and then you like have like your candles, and and like, did you guys like do the apostle dinner? Because like we all ate a tortilla, and we just like had to rip it off.
We did
and
not.
The last person that was left with it had to stuff the whole tortilla in their mouth because we were like, it's like God's food, you know, like blessed. So
Yeah. Eating on stage is always interesting.
Yeah, I was like, okay, wait, I'm kind of hungry though. Like this is good.
I have early memories of being in shows where I had to like drink apple juice or whatever on stage, and I like the very first time I did it, I like totally just dumped it out on myself because I was like freaking out. I don't know.
You're like,
I was just that.
How do you do cup?
How?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If only you had this cup, it would have been a lot easier.
Hey, just a little half sip.
That's what I needed in the moment, but alas.
So you're daydreaming of being a singer basically, and you have all of this music on the family iPad with
and then
how do you get to the next step?
Okay, so I would always just like sing and write, and like my earliest song was like a song about like dancing at night and going out and like whatever, but I was like 9, so what was that? I don't know. But anyway, then my mom was like, okay, let me put you into some lessons since you keep singing all over the house. But she thought guitar was like more badass than piano, even though it would have been really nice to have some piano background, but it's okay. But yeah, so that's why I play guitar, because my mom thought that was cooler, but I think both are really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I just like was in talent shows and stuff. Like I was in my first one when I was in 4th grade. That was fun. And then I was like, okay, wait, this is lit. And and then since then I just did like a lot of talent shows and open mics. And then I was in like an original song competition in high school. And then it was like a statewide thing through just for Ohio. And I won that. And then I was like, okay, like people like my shit. Like I was like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. And I loved it. So I guess it was nice to see that other people like at least liked it enough. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you remember what you did in 4th grade or for the first talent show? What'd you do?
Gone, Gone, Gone by Philip Phillips.
Ooh.
Hey,
I love that. I love him.
that was a banger.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah, I sang with like my best friend at the time, and like it was fun. I play guitar. Yeah.
Nice.
So
then from there you come to Nashville.
Oh yeah.
Do you start putting out music before you're in town?
Yeah, I was in high school.
Okay.
I put out an EP when I was in high school too, but that's wiped off the internet. But yeah, so I had a full EP out, and then I released 2 singles before I came to college, and then I released like my 3rd when I got here.
Let's take a step further than 2023. Tell My Boyfriend, that came out last year?
Yeah, last year.
I think that's just such a clever lyric.
Thank you. I wrote it with one of my good friends, Aaron Carlson. He also produced it.
Shout out there. This song is so good live. It's so much fun. Tell me about how do you craft a song like that? Where like, because I assume you write it with the idea of putting it in front of a live room. And like letting people go ape to it.
I mean, honestly, that one was sort of accidental. I think I just came in that day. There was like specific points in my life that I really wanted to talk about, and that one just explains how I was just obviously gay and in high school, and I like really was Sue had the biggest crush on this girl, and I like had a boyfriend and all this stuff, and it's basically just being like wishing that I could have said all these things when I was 16 or 15. But that day though in the studio, we were like trying to figure out how to fill the space, if that makes sense, because we like listed all the stuff. We were like, okay, what's your like ideal girl, right? Okay, so we were like, okay, dad jeans, mullet cut. Yeah, during that day in the studio, we were just trying to find what could fit between like dad jeans, banty, carabiner underneath. And then we were like, and then I was just like, dun, 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 like, and then I was like tell him, like, we basically just like said it, and then he was like, that, like, we put that in right now, and then we turned into a chant. We did like a bunch of layers of vocals and stuff. So I don't know, that song is like very healing to me. I love that song, and performing live has been like so fun with it, more fun than even I could have ever anticipated when we were writing it.
Right. Well, I mean, I just saw you live a couple weeks ago as taping, and I ended up in a mosh pit.
Yes. I saw that. Morgan has a video. It looked kind of scary, but I'm flattered that happened. I don't know if it's happened at a Kikko Mai show before, so that was lit.
I didn't plan on it.
You were jumping around like. Woo.
Yeah, I was like, well, no, it was kind of a thing of like you don't really choose to be in it. It
was like a current. Yeah.
And then the option is either you're in it for the fight or you're gonna get hurt. So
yeah, so true. I'm the perfect level of like an average height like man's elbow. My face is so
you just do like a duck and cover thing?
No, I do like a let me back the fuck up and then get the fuck out of here.
Well, see, that was my strategy, but then
you were just too in it.
I think I got pushed in.
Oh gosh.
All right, so we want to talk about your most recent release as well. So Aphrodite, that's a great song. We're big fans of that one. We really love the production on it, especially.
Yeah.
You know,
we were bumping to it when we were setting up for this.
We had that one on repeat, for sure.
And then we had the video up on the screens.
Yeah, because that was really, really well done too.
Yes.
But this production, did you have the same producer on that one? How did that work for you?
I had a couple different ones because Morgan reminded me, my manager reminded me and best friend, that it was released this year. So I was in LA for a lot of that. I wrote it all by myself, but then production, like the main bulk of it was Aaron Carlson. But then I ended up just like with moving and stuff, then Chandler Eggleston. But anyway, yeah, so Chandler Eggleston and Parker DeBershi took the reins on some of it towards the end, and then I had my other producer from home mix and master it named Cooper Bourne. And then Amelia Hadagi was the videographer and like I think co-director for the Aphrodite music video. So yeah, she was there with 4 other women for the music video, but yeah, it was really cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
I was just gonna say that I love how the production like leaves room for the raw power, right? But there's still plenty of like ear candy and like cool little things in there.
Yeah, that's all them. I just wrote it in OpenD and I was like, okay, guys. But yeah, I mean, they did really cool stuff with it. Like Parker added like I guess it's like a baritone guitar. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
So and yeah, he does that, and that I feel like added so much body to the track that like I definitely couldn't have even like thought of to bring in there just because like I really just play guitar. So yeah, I was really grateful to have like everybody that I really trust be on that project together. It was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I want to get more to that music video in just a second too, but I want to touch on the lyric because I love a good opening line. I think a good opening line is almost more important than having a good catchy chorus, which it has a catchy chorus too, but there's a lot of songs that have a catchy chorus that are just kind of okay lyrically in the verses. This opening line, a one-night stand turned into monthly plans with a 2-hour drive to each date. That is just captivating. Like, is that real?
It's real.
Or is that like, okay, because sometimes it's just like
like, that one was real. I was on Tinder last summer at home, and I matched with this girl, and yeah, we had a one-night stand. And we end up having like not a one-night stand, I guess, like, you know, but we literally talked and one-night standed until 7 a.m. the next morning. Like we hung out from like 11:30 to like 7 a.m. and then I drove her back to like where she was. But yeah, she's just like, that was my, I guess my first, it was my first, I guess like girl experience, I guess. And yeah, I was just like super in love with her for the whole summer, but I was in like a weird place in terms of like relationships and stuff. So we didn't date, but it was definitely a very sapphic summer situationship.
Yeah.
Like from a movie. It sounds like
truly, it felt like it, and like she was amazing. But we have not spoken in a long time.
So is that what pulls you to Aphrodite, the Greek goddess? Like, because if I'm going, here's something I want to write about, my first thought isn't like Greek literature or
okay, I love Greek mythology. I love it so much. I grew up on Percy Jackson. Like, I still reread at all. Like I have like books that aren't even Percy Jackson, they're just like Greek mythology-esque. Like I just think it's such a cool concept. I was literally just watching this Netflix show on Greek mythology. Like I love it. But I mean, for her, I was just like, she's the most beautiful one I've ever seen. And so that's why I was like, okay, the only thing I can characterize her by is Aphrodite. So that's why that got written that way.
Okay, real quick, Percy Jackson question then.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Which god would you be a child of?
Okay. Let me think. Honestly, this is gonna sound weird now, but probably Aphrodite. But like that's weird but I mean, yeah, I just think like, yeah, I think I'm a very like sensual person and like and I also feel like, I don't know, I just feel like everybody is beautiful inside out, and I feel like she would like want to spread that, and I feel like they get characterized kind of mean in the books. Like in the books, they're like really sassy, like really bratty, really materialistic, and I don't know about all of that, but I do love shopping. But I just feel like, and she's kind of flirty, and I'm pretty flirty, so yeah.
Totally.
It's as solid an answer as any.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so what's your answer?
Hephaestus.
Are you good at like building stuff and repairing things?
I fixed all of our chairs before this because they were all squeaky.
It feels so stable.
Yeah, I'm glad you could tell.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you. I actually also did used to blacksmith. I don't have anywhere to do it since I moved here.
You literally are his son. You should ask your dad.
Yeah.
George, if you're watching.
George, you've been lied to.
Yeah.
Okay, we got.
You have an answer though?
I don't know the Greek gods. I never.
Okay, yours would be.
And like Apollo.
I was thinking like maybe a Hermes or something.
Okay, wait. Let me hear your reasoning for Apollo. Let me hear your reasoning for Hermes.
Hermes.
Yeah.
Okay. Justify it. Justify it.
You're like, in terms of like, just the first time I ever saw you was at Showcase, and you're like delivering messages essentially. That's what Hermes does, and you're like, standing there, and you're like, okay, everyone, like that's kind of Hermes.
Yeah. The like herald,
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. I was prepared to be like punched down on.
No, and really none of the gods.
This guy's a dweeb.
None of the gods are an insult. Like they're all like really cool. In their
there's
own
super
ways.
cool
like,
aspects.
Like there's like badass women. Like Athena is like so intelligent and like I don't know, but I feel like for you, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that answer. We got to get to the Aphrodite music video though.
Oh.
Before we get too far off, because I could follow this tangent for a while. Where was this shot? Because it's such beautiful visuals.
In Orange County. People keep asking what beach it is. I don't know. I gotta look at my camera roll.
That's okay.
Let me look.
Oh, we're gonna be like the first people to like leak it.
Okay. It makes sense that it's Orange County.
Everybody keeps asking me, but so yeah, I was like an hour away from where I lived because I was in Burbank, where like Belmont puts every student, but we did it in the summer because I still lived in the same complex over the summer, but this girl that did it for me, we met each other on TikTok, and okay, let me look. Okay, this might be it. One sec. Oh, Crystal Cove, I think.
Crystal Cove.
I think it's like that.
It's a good band name.
Pelican Point, Crystal Cove. I'm pretty sure it's more like Crystal Cove.
They all have perfect names. Too.
Crystal Cove. That could be a song title.
So true, honestly. Like
probably.
Let's write it down.
Hey, word for a third. I want my check. Tell me about, and you don't have to go like super deep in it, but like tell me about pre-production and post-production because anyone could take a camera to the beach and like get some like decent B-roll or whatever, but like this video, it looks very high quality, like better than some like what we would call quote unquote professional music videos or short films, things like that. And especially in the TikTok age where like everything is 10 to 30 seconds, like the era of short form content, this is a very captivating 3-minute and 30-second video.
Thank you.
So but in order to get that, you have to be very intentional. So tell me about what that process is.
We did a lot of storyboarding. So I worked most closely with Amelia because she found me on TikTok and we'd been following each other for a while. And then she was like, hey, like, do you have any projects, like any songs that you would be interested in doing a music video for? And she did everything for free of charge, which was amazing. Because I wouldn't have been able to do that of that scale. But anyway, though, so we did a lot of storyboarding. First I came to our first like coffee meeting with like a Pinterest board, And then I feel like the vibe, I wanted very like iridescent, because Aphrodite was born from like sea foam. So I wanted that to be present in the video. And we talked a lot about, putting people in there. Did we want to put, like a girl in there? Did we want to put anybody else? But we decided ultimately that we weren't going to, because like Aphrodite looks different to everybody. Like everybody has what their ideal standard of beauty is, and regardless of gender, whatever. So we decided not to put anybody in except for me, just a D1 yearner on the beach. But yeah, and then we went through each like verse, pre and chorus, and then really said, okay, what do we want here? And I was like, for me, I was like, okay, I really want there to be like the waves crashing in the beginning, and I want you to see me like kind of just like running around. And then we also incorporated props like the letters, and we wanted to be super earthy, like not a phone in sight. So I bought these pencils that were looks like they're made from a tree. Like, okay, all pencils are, but this one looks like a fairy made it from the tree, And I'm really obsessed with fairies, so this was good. But yeah, I got that, and then we did a bunch of letters, and then I thrifted my outfit from a local like LA vintage thrift. I spent weeks looking for it. And then that flower crown that I had in my head, my sister and I made it was like a midsummer pop-up, because LA has those. Like they just there's an event, they just do a little pop-up, and there was like drinks and like snacks and Swedish candy, and it was like really, really nice. But we made each other flower crowns to bond. And then the next day we had maybe a few days later we had the like music video shoot. So then I was like, wait, let me just wear this. And so that was really nice, because my sister is one of my best friends, and she was there too to help. And yeah, because I really needed her. She's the only person who could tell me straight up. I was like, do I look good? It's like, no, like let's fix this, so that was really nice. But yeah, but Amelia and her team, Jessica and Kiki and Maria and Lauren, they all really helped so much. Yeah, they all had their different roles, like co-director. But yeah, it was really Jessica and Amelia. It was like their project.
Well, it turned out absolutely beautifully.
Thank you.
Is this your first like serious music video?
Yes, for this artist project, yes.
Cool.
You've set a high bar.
Yeah.
I agree. It's the first one we put out, and like
Oh, that implies. Are there more in the works, or does that mean there's ones that didn't make it?
Yes. And that's okay. but like Amelia is literally like going to grad school for film. Like she was like, if it's just me trying to do it, it's definitely a little different. But I really trusted her, and I also wanted to make sure they had like creative vision in it too. So I was like, let me know if you guys have any ideas. Like I'm literally down for whatever. So yeah, but her and I also like scoped out that beach before we even brought the cameras out.
That's code
pictures.
For we went to the beach. They just went to the beach.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, this is nice. There's a music video here sometime.
No, literally, yeah. But no, it was cool. Like we really went. We were like, okay, like we could see this happening here, because I have like one verse where I'm like saying like I'm your walls are up and stuff. And definitely there was I had to explain some of the lyrics, because they had thought it was something else or something, and then I was like, wait, no, it's this. And like just having that to be able to come together and be able to talk about it, I think made it really like a nice collaborative experience.
Yeah. And the evolution of, you mentioned the props, and the evolution of how those props are used throughout the music video, I thought was just beautiful storytelling.
Thanks.
So that was cool.
Yeah, that was really all them. I was like, yo, I bought some stuff off of Amazon. Like, I don't know. Yeah, because like last minute, I was like, hey, let me just get these like candles or whatever. And then, yeah, the letters, we got like a ton of letters, and then just like fake wrote on all of them, like stuffed them in, and I got some twine. And so I tried to make it just look like, I don't know, like just like a D1 yearner, but not in like the age of the iPhone. Mm-hmm. So like, what would that look like? Because I did have a moment with this ex-summer situationship that I did cave and send a letter to her parents' house. So I was trying to just really capture that. Yeah.
You just validated the like deep yearner in all of us stuff.
Yeah,
like don't if Kikko did that, then like no. It's like if you did that, then like anything we've ever done is like it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, everybody has those moments. It's fine.
Your live shows have a lot of power behind them as well, similarly to your recorded songs. But how do those songs translate, and maybe how are they different when you play them live?
Well, sometimes the tempo is not the same, but that's my own fault. But I think they're usually pretty similar. yeah, I feel like we just try to make do with whatever like Parker, my guitarist, really does the most, because I can play guitar, but I don't play lead. I only play rhythm. And even sometimes during the shows, sometimes where'd the rhythm go? I don't know. You know, my own fault. It's just because sometimes I stop playing, if I'm like trying to hit a note, I'm like, actually, let me focus real quick. But Parker literally covers both sometimes. I don't know. It's like magical. So, but yeah, and I feel like Drew, my drummer, executes all of my songs just like so amazingly, and Mayan adds like the perfect like low end. And then sometimes one of my best friends, Vera, does BGVs for me, but she has an amazing artist project as well. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I guess they're just different live because it's like me and some of my really good friends playing, and like performing. Writing and performing are like my favorite parts of music. The recording is not my favorite, and like whatever, but I like the beginning and the end, if that makes sense. The middle, I get kind of like, damn, it's just taking a while, or whatever. I'm just impatient, but I truly do love the performing.
Well, and I'll say you do a good job of, like you said, like, okay, sometimes I'll play and then I'll like stop to like hit a note or whatever.
Yeah.
But like half the time, like Elvis's guitar was a prop, not like an instrument, right?
Yeah.
But I think you know when you need to be playing, and you know when you're able to kind of take those moments and kind of lean into this idea of like, the guitar makes me a rock star, and I can like, you know, kind of take the mic stand and do something different with it. And maybe behind the scenes, what it is you're just focused on singing and like doing your best. But from an audience perspective, as someone who has performed, you're doing that very well. Like I know what you're doing and how you're doing it. You're doing it really well.
Thank you. That means a lot. Seriously, coming from you, it does. But yeah, I know I definitely am like, if I feel like if I know I need to play, I'm like, okay, you're gonna suck it up and you're gonna play right now. You know what I'm saying? But but definitely, yeah. I mean, if there's like a verse or something, then I'm just like, okay, let me lock in real quick.
Do you ever change up like set lists, or do you kind of have like what's that?
We've been changing them up a little bit lately. We used to always start with my mom's minivan. And then last time we started Pinky Promise. So those are just two of like my oldest songs. Like I released those either when I was in high school or like September freshman year. So those are, I feel like, a good energy to start with. And we usually end with Tell My Boyfriend. But then I have a lot of other songs that are not as punk, just more lean, more pop. And we put those in the middle. So, but I feel like the sets stay somewhat similar, but I have a lot of songs. So some of them get cut. Like we probably have like 4 slow songs that like one will come in and then like the other 3 won't make it, but we'll rotate them in and out depending on like the season or something, because like I have a song called The Leaves, and that like we'll play in the fall sometimes, and I have another song called I Thought Maybe It, and like sometimes like that's needed for the set. It just depends, and then we kind of rotate the covers.
Nice. So it's certainly a good mix and a healthy balance.
Yeah, I think so too. And I've just been trying to keep up with the I guess like the energy and like stamina needed for my like pop punk stuff, because like I guess like the difference in the studio is that like I can sit there and be like a little sedentary human, but then when I'm on the stage I'm like jumping, I'm like, okay, wait, so you need to exercise in your day maybe so you like don't sound like you're so winded. So I've been running like most days of my life as of recently, and that's been good, just trying to like work my breath control, because like I played sports in high school and stuff, but when I got to college I just didn't. So I've been trying to get back into that just because it's like healthy for like my like heart and stuff as well. But definitely also on stage, like that's like I'm trying to make the difference like almost zero, but it's definitely, you can tell a difference right now. So.
Wow, she played sports in high school.
Impressive.
Crazy for a Belmont kid. Yeah, I played field hockey for like 6 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I rode that bench senior year. Yeah, I rode it good. You know.
Well, all right. One thing we've been doing that's like kind of different this season is we've been asking people like the day before the day of the show, any fans, you know, we try to kind of put a teaser out there of who we're going to be taping with, and we ask for fan questions.
Okay, yeah.
And so today, the day of this taping, we put a teaser on our story about the Greek goddess Aphrodite and said, here's a hint at who's we're having on. You know, do you have any questions? The problem is, first of all, some of the people that follow this show need to have a real heart-to-heart with themselves because half the people slid up and said, me? You're having me on? Because they saw that Aphrodite is like the Greek goddess of like sex.
Yeah.
You are not a god or goddess of sex, people who are watching this show. And people who have been on this show because a couple of our past guests listed themselves. You know who you are.
Anybody can be Aphrodite. Everybody's beautiful on the inside and out.
So I'm going to read off our first fan question we have here. This one says, how did you choose your artist name?
Good question. Thanks. Fan number 1. Anyway.
Bachelor number 1.
Okay, I picked Kikko. Well, my siblings really picked it for me when I was in middle school. And as evidence from like art I have in middle school that I made, that like it all says Kikko on it. So it's been many years. I guess it's been at least 10 years with that. But yeah, I mean, my siblings all have like really cool names that you can kind of make into nicknames. And my birth name like just kind of didn't really go to anything, but I do love my birth name as well. But yeah, anyway, though, my birth name is Kea, and then Kikko just like starts with a K too, so they're like, okay, close enough. But it's really from the Kikko Mai soy sauce, because I'm half Vietnamese, and so my siblings were like, you love rice, Kikko Mai. Like they legitimately call me Kikko Mai at home. But of course that's probably like copyright issues. So, but my middle name is Mai, and like if you spell it, it's like literally like one letter off is Mon, like Kikko Mai. So that's why it's Kikko Mai, because like that's my middle name. So yeah, they call me Kikko Mai or Kikko Mon or Kikko Flop if I'm having an interesting time with my music, and if I'm having a good day, then they call me Kikko Success. So you know, yeah.
We have another fan question for you. If you weren't a pop punk artist, what's another genre that you would like to explore?
Well, I have heard a lot of people's opinions on like what genre I should be in, but I've been hearing a lot of R&B lately, which is crazy. Like I will like, literally be in like pop punk rooms, and they're like, you know what, Kikko, your voice would be really sick in R&B, and I'm like, what the heck? Okay, so I don't know. I guess maybe that, but I guess I'd be like a rapper if I actually could rap, guys. Like
that would be really
I
fun.
grew up on a lot of rap music like in high school, like Cardi and like NLE Choppa and like all of them, and like that'd be so lit, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if you have such like or if people, if your voice is so powerful that like people are thinking it would fit into R&B and stuff, then that means that you have the opportunity to create some really cool like fusion sounds and
So
things like
true.
that in your music.
That is so true. Yeah, I think like right now I'm probably just leaning more like pop, and then if the song comes out punk, if it comes out more whatever, I'm like, okay. I don't know. I just think it's like it's not as deep as, you know, you could try to make it be. So, but
Sure.
yeah, I mean, I did definitely had a couple weeks where I was like, oh my god, but now I'm like, whatever. But
Yeah. All right, we've got one more fan question for you. This is a serious question sent in by a very serious fan. How did you get the hottest manager in town?
Oh, you know what? So I was actually sitting by the person who submitted that today.
Were you?
Yeah, I was sitting by them. It's crazy.
And
it's like
I'm
I'm trying to remember their name right now.
Yeah. So now this reads, how did you get the hottest manager in town? This reads like perhaps something that maybe like the person who's the hottest manager in this person's opinion, like maybe they wrote this question.
No, like that's genius. That could be correct.
What the folks at home don't know is that Kikko's manager Morgan has been sitting off camera for this whole interview. We're gonna bring her in just a second here. We're gonna move some stools around and stuff. We're gonna bring Morgan in and talk to her. Is this how you guys operate?
What?
Like kind of on the fly, and that works out kind of well.
Yes, sirs.
Okay, so this is no, like real shit. Like we're joking, but like real shit. Like, okay, first of all, Morgan, welcome. You are the first manager person. Like we've only ever had artists. We haven't had like.
We've had a couple different roles, not a manager though.
Yes, we've had production people and like bookers and stuff, but like we haven't had like an artist and then their manager.
Dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Origin story time. We want your guys' origin story. How did you guys meet? How did you become friends?
So I was on. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We met during TT week. Yeah. And those, it's like stupid like summer camp type stuff. So, we weren't in the same group. We weren't in the same group for it, but like our groups merged for something.
Yeah, they combined all three. They were making a music video.
They were making some like stupid TikTok, and everyone was into it. They were all like, "I love Belmont," and then
we were walking in the back.
We were standing in the back. We were standing there. We look at each other. We're like, "This is so fucking dumb."
Yeah, we were like,
got each other's information, and the rest is history.
There was a particular stretch of snow days that kind of feel like one long snow day.
I didn't drink it all at
to me. Okay, this is so.
When you were going down the hill.
Were you there?
No,
thank Jesus. You were there
didn't
too.
Sled, though. You didn't sled.
I was there I was there with mine, and you were there, and you were drinking a beer. I remember, and I thought you were really cool because I think like people that drink beer are like really cool, and like, I don't drink beer. Like I don't really drink that bread water,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather just have the bread minus the
We
water.
have to go on a tangent on this for just because
this is so fried.
Well, first of
I
all,
feel like this is like our origin story. I mean, we kind of knew of each other because of Showcase, but that like we locked in.
It is, but here's a couple of things. One, if you're somebody at home who doesn't know either of our friend circles, like that snow day became a snow week. It was
crazy.
It was on the heels of it was a long weekend. It was like Martin Luther King Day was that Monday. And me and Trent and some of our friends were like, "Ooh, MLK Day, we're going to be off school. Let's do like a game night the night before. Like everybody come over, like we'll have snacks and drinks, hang out because you don't have school Monday."
Yeah.
That Sunday when we realized, "Oh, it's going to snow tonight," we like doubled and tripled our investments. And then we just
you stockpiled.
We basically
it was like doomsday prepping.
It was like going to a ski lodge or something, but like we just did it basically at home.
Yeah,
And so that whole week was like a blur to me in the best of ways. It was so much fun. But then like a month or 2 months later, I'm backstage at Showcase and you bring up like the sledding. Yeah, the bottle cap. We had a giant wall decorative bottle cap.
Yep.
Yeah, and we sledded on it because we just were
It
using
was
anything.
the perfect sled. It really was.
It was, dude. It was like metal. It like
one
flew.
of the times I went on that, I literally had to like brace for impact with that.
With that fence.
Yeah.
The like.
One of our
barrier
friends
at
like
the bottom.
borderline got concussed on that.
Yeah, he like
One
did
of ours
run into
did.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Broke her foot.
Oh, then we won.
That's not. I'm not high fiving.
Okay, but at that point, you guys are already like besties. Like you two, you're already like locked.
Yeah.
So
We're like getting like extra locked.
So how do you distinguish between like we're friends, like we're just gonna like we're hanging out versus like we're doing business of some kind, or was the business element not there yet?
No,
It was not there at that point. At that point. So it was like March of 2024. It was the show. She opened up for Adam Paddock, and I was like, I'm gonna do at the Exit Inn, and I was like, I'm gonna do some videos for you. And then a couple days before, she's like, "Do you want to be my manager too? Like, you seem like you know what you're doing." And I was like,
No, remember though, because I asked you for Showcase for you to be my manager.
Oh yeah.
She was on vacation.
Okay, yeah, I completely forgot about that. So
But I asked her officially after that. But
yeah, so
like,
this
I
one was
needed
just
a
like
manager for Showcase.
fake.
I had asked somebody else, and he was like already doing it, and I was like, okay, actually, can you be it? Because I just thought she seemed like official, and she seemed like she had her shit together, and like she was one of the few people that I knew who seemed like passionate about my music in a way that like I was passionate about too. Like I hadn't met that many people other than like my family who felt that way about it. So I just remember being like, if I want anybody in this like my corner, I want this girl to be. So that's how that happened.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember freshman year, like when we weren't super tight but knew each other, I was like, I want to be friends with. No, but I was like, I want to be friends with Kikko. Like her music's like I wanted to be friends with. I thought you had cool music.
And like clearly I thought Morgan was really cool too, since I invited her to hang out like every fucking weekend of my life. So
And she's like not being like a good hang. She's like, I got something to do. I gotta stay in.
Home, but she did actually come out with me a few times. I think it was fun. Like we
went to the Argyle party.
We went to, like,
I caught COVID at that, by the way. The
she was
famous
really
Argyle
sick
party.
for like a week. It was so bad. But I mean, so yeah, I always had a good time with her, and like we vibe for like a long time.
Okay. Back to manager stuff. So she officially asked me a couple days before that show, and I was like, okay, cool. So then where did it go from there?
I mean, I guess like I think that was like mainly our last show. You know what? The big festival thing at the end of the year at that place where all those kids got evicted.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So
Ooh,
then
this sounds
from
like a
that
good
point-
story.
what-
Do
what is
tell.
it called? ACG.
ACG.
Alpha Cool Guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it was
Oh,
from that
yes,
point,
yes.
From that point, when I
was
started
like-
the
she
manager,
was, yeah.
So
Yeah.
within like a month, we had to get subs for like every single member of the band. So then we got Drew, and then we got mine, and then they just kind of stuck.
And like Parker,
which you had already kind of known Parker.
Yeah.
Basically, all of our band was supposed to be subs, but then we got them all together, and
Yeah.
we were like, "This is
they were like,
great."
this is the Kikko Mai band. And like also like we all get along really well too.
Yeah, like we're friends. We can all.
They've like road tripped up to like my hometown. Oh, sorry. And like I feel like it's just been like really always good vibes with us.
Yeah, but we were always kind of talking. It's like, oh, well, ask this person or ask
Yeah.
this one, and then we got that group, and then from there, I started kind of becoming the point of contact for shows, and I was taking pictures, taking videos at shows, capturing content. So then we whole
Anyways.
friend management bureau. It did get to a point when she was in LA where she was like, dude, you got to quit hitting me up with content ideas, because it was like we were trying to figure out how to do this remotely, because it used to be like I would get stuff at shows, or we would have a day and I would go over to her place. We would like take pictures and videos and set up the next.
So you're like, you were not like roommates?
No, we weren't roommates until like
A month ago.
Like if I wake up and I like have a brilliant idea, like the other morning I actually had a good idea for this show, and we'll see if we actually end up doing it. We were talking about maybe doing like a college game day type segment where like if we have like somebody on who's like kind of like a sports bro, we could do like a, pick which teams are going to win this week thing, do it as like a short thing, put it out the week of the episode, as like an extra kind of bonus content thing. And I had this brilliant idea, and all I could do was text him and be like, yo, isn't this a great idea? And then I had to wait like 3 hours for a response. So I couldn't like start ordering the poster boards for the fake signs. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't take it to that degree.
Yeah, so it was more of an issue when it was like remote, because she still was releasing songs when she was in LA and I was still like here or wherever. She was like, dude, you can't keep throwing these content ideas at me. Yeah. But I mean, I was obviously like, I want there to be a solid rollout of content. Sure. Like, and I had the visual. I mean, all of it was because we both cared, but
we always I feel like come back to that if we ever have like a moment of like tension.
But we can flip it on and off pretty easily.
I mean, definitely in LA it was like I was stressed, like I was like really far, and like, but I definitely wasn't on some stuff as hard as I should have been.
I crashed out. I was like, dude, do the content so I can get off your ass about it.
Yeah, and I think, honestly though, that was a very good adjustment.
It was.
For us, because like I'm glad it happened then instead of now where we live with each other, because I feel like now we already like crashed out once with each other.
Overbearing manager.
Yeah.
And it's like, but and we also know it's like just because we both deeply care and like want it to work so bad, but I've also always said that like our friendship matters first, and that like if anything ever happens, I'm like, you could step away and there would be absolutely no tension, nothing at all, and that's totally okay, because like you're my best friend before anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now it's at the point where it's like we have planned content days, which a couple of them we've skipped because I got sick.
We did a content day today, and that was nice. And last week we did one. We have like planned that, and then I think.
And then I'll just like knock on her door and I'll be like, hey, so and so, this updated about this show, and then she's like, okay. And then I keep track of it, and then we move on with our day.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go study Spanish now, which is my entire life. But yeah, I mean.
So what advice would you guys have for us? Because we've been having problems. No, we haven't. No. I just mean like we've talked a big game. Like we've talked about the idea of like having a separate texting app that's like just for like podcast stuff or music stuff or whatever, and then having one that's like just like where we send memes and like normal people things. But we've never actually implemented anything, you know?
We don't really
You seem okay.
do that.
I mean,
Actually,
I feel like maybe we're more
TikTok
worried about
specifically,
not being okay than we are.
When I see like a TikTok idea where I'm like, oh, this could be cool, I send it in the app, and then if I'm sending her a funny TikTok, I send you the link in your text.
That's true. You do that. I do. I knew you were gonna say that.
Sometimes it gets to a point I'll literally just start making a list and
and
then I'll send it all at once. So like maybe for you guys, if it's like you get podcast ideas, like put them in your notes app, send one like in the morning, and then
I feel like we've talked about that. Like the list has definitely helped.
So now you guys are living together, you've been working together, and you've just done some content days for maybe a forthcoming single in the Kikko Mai catalog?
Yeah, we had one today. It was a little bit too bright out, but we still got some good like test shots for it.
Yeah.
Have you are you settled in on the single name?
I think it's called Habit of Haunting. Yeah.
That's cool.
Period. Yeah, I mean, it's just about how I haunt everybody I've ever, like, interacted with my entire life and how it's just, like, so hard. Just kidding. No, but literally, though. And it's just about me knocking on everybody's windows and looking through their windows and knocking on their doors and using their hairspray and all that.
Definitely didn't happen at this taping.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna
But I
happen
do
like
love
that.
looking through people's things.
So what can fans expect, like, vibe-wise from this one?
It's definitely more stripped than the other stuff, and it's kind of just like a chill song. You can really hear like
Yeah,
like
it's kind of got like, I mean, because I had her put a mood board. Well, you kind of already had the mood board put together, and I was like, give me some vibes, give me like.
no,
some
she told me to put the mood board together.
I did?
That was all Morgan. I had no mood board. I just told you.
I don't know. Sometimes you come up with ideas, and then I'm like genuinely convinced that I came up with them, and you're like, no, I came up with that.
That is true. Sometimes I do that because I like
You do.
Do-do! Do-do counter two.
No, I created the mood board, but you were the one who was like, you should go.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, okay, it's in my brain. Let me just.
Because
Like,
then it just makes it
to the
easier to
outside.
like shoot the content. But anyways,
Yeah.
so we had
very
that today.
dark.
It's gonna be kind of dark, like almost first Twilight movie-esque, like Southern Gothic.
Yeah, so gothic.
Like
Cool.
ghosty, but not in a Halloween way, because
We don't want to like age it, like or like put it in a box for like advertising.
like ghosts are all year round. Spooky is all year round.
yeah,
So
and it's like.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to, like, have Halloween decorations or anything.
like
that would,
basically
like, totally
the whole
date
thing,
an episode.
The whole idea of it is like she's living rent free in people's minds.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for it. I wrote it with a really cool guy named Aiden Farley when I was in LA, and like I just experimented with a lot of pop out there. So since I have so much like pop stuff in my Dropbox, I was like, like let's put some of it out. So
Yeah, well, we'll be excited for it. We're excited that it's coming out later this month by the time this airs,
yes,
right?
later this month because today is October 3rd.
Today is definitely October the 3rd. And
On
again,
October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
October 3rd.
and again, since today is October 3rd, you have a show October the 4th.
Oh my god, tomorrow! Yeah, I'm so excited. Rachel and Meg are just some badass girls. I'm just so honored to be on the lineup with them. And it's at the East Room. Doors are at 7. Shows at 8.
There.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, no.
Daniel's not the camera.
There.
Shows at 7.
I'm sorry. Look, I just have that effect on people.
So true. I was like,
Be there.
be there. You should totally be there.
We'll be there.
Absolutely. We'll be there.
Tomorrow?
We'll be there
And
tomorrow.
if we're not, what are you going to do?
Because
Someone's got to open up the pit. Fuck, I might do it myself.
You're going to push me.
okay,
this time.
then we'll be there. All right.
Yeah.
Another thing that we like to do on the show, just kind of like as a chill way to wrap it up, is ask what you guys are listening to. So, what kind of music are you guys listening to right now?
Let me think.
I got this.
Okay,
Mine-
she always has so much.
I'm always listening to something.
She's like Kikko Mai, Aphrodite.
I am. I mean, it's in the rotation. But the new 21 Pilots album, Breach, that one is just sick. And for any 21 Pilots fan, it's awesome because it wraps up their like 10 years of insanely deep lore. And the last, if anyone's a 21 Pilots fan, the song Truths is just like they reversed it for the last track on the album and then sang like the same melody but different words. And I just listened to that and I was like, and then Youngblood because I just saw him. I just saw
Young the Heart. So you guys know.
I saw
Oh, yeah.
Youngblood. Well, this
Get
is
the
not.
merch.
This sweatshirt is not actually from that show. This is like 4 years old. But I saw Youngblood a few days ago, so I've always got him on loop. He's my favorite.
Excellent.
Sick.
For me, I really jump around. Like, depends like the minute of my day. But I really love "History of Man" by Maisie Peters. It's one of I think like the most well-written songs I've ever heard. When I'm sad, I listen to that song. I've been listening to like a lot of Medium Build lately because we just saw him.
You guys were at that
It was
house
just
show.
me.
I was not there. I
Oh,
was-
me and my
Girl, I was in that Youngblood
best
pit.
friends, Haley, Shannon, Sarah, other best friends. They're not my manager. But yeah, that was lit.
Or roommates.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to Chelsea Cutler, Justin Bieber's new album, Post Malone. Literally, I was listening to some Cardi the other day in my car. Yeah, so I'm all over the place with it.
She's a like make a playlist and shuffle type of person. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to this album for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah. I'm not an album
Yeah.
person. I'm like a weird music listener. I'm like purely based on vibes. And yeah, I
feel like you're kind of an album person.
I flip between the two for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I listened to the whole Justin Bieber album straight through, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like a vibe. I'm like literally this is me in the car. Siri, like always asking to play a specific song. It's not like I can't let it have free will.
But I'm also a build a 24-hour long playlist kind of person, and like hit shuffle like
24 hours.
hundreds of songs. Like I have a really deep playlist that I can listen to for a while and not hear the same songs.
Wait,
Nice.
but you know it's like you're in an infinite loop of your favorites.
Yeah.
That's so smart. I might do that. Probably not because I really never.
Every once in a while, I'll have a playlist where I like curate a feeling.
Yeah.
Like I have a brain rot playlist. I have like 4 brain rot
Like she
playlists.
does. Yes, ma'am.
And you have 4 of them. One's already too many.
Different stages of grief.
That would still add you 5. You're still missing one.
This was like way back. I'm past my brain rot stage,
Yeah.
and then I have a
Sometimes I fall
20
into
to 2008 recession pop playlist of my dreams. So we've got like 303, Kesha, like that type of stuff on it, and then I have a 2014, 2015 ish Tumblr playlist, like like the soft grunge.
Yeah.
So it'll have like The Neighborhood and like Halsey and who else? Arctic Monkeys.
Nostalgia is a strong feeling.
Yeah.
Like, so I like having the different eras. Time. Playlists for the different eras, honestly, of like growing up and stuff.
Yeah, well, Kikko, you're busy as an artist. Morgan, you're busy as a manager. We appreciate you both taking the time to be here with us.
Same with you guys, like post grad and everything, and like just being adults. Like we are just so
having us
honored
out
to be here.
Thanks for calling us adults.
You guys
I don't
know
think we believe that. So thanks so much. We appreciate you guys.
And that concludes our interview with Kikko Mai, and a special thank you to her manager, Morgan Hiland, for joining us there at the end.
Yeah, first time we've done something like that, and that was probably part of why this episode was as chaotic as it was, like we were saying in the intro.
But all good vibes.
And if you guys had a good time with us, be sure to follow us on our social media pages. You can find us at Mixing Room Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. You got to follow us on Spotify and YouTube too, right? Those are the main ones.
They are the main ones. Yeah, absolutely. Go check out our previous episodes from this season. Go listen to Caro Carter's episode, our season premiere. And of course, season 1 too. We got a lot of good stuff there for you guys. Make sure that you guys are liking and are subscribed on YouTube. Everything helps. The algorithm is so picky. You guys have probably heard this before.
The algorithm.
The algorithm. Go make us look appealing to the algorithm, please.
And if you want to help us directly, check out that link in our bio on our socials. It'll also be linked in this episode. You can support us by buying us a coffee. A little goes a long way, and we appreciate it, y'all.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Trent.
I'm Daniel. We'll see you then.